Dying Light 1 was, that was probably one of the best games the year it came out, and we got a lot of mileage out of that game. When Dying Light 2 got delayed by COVID, that was a disappointment, but now they've actually dropped a gameplay trailer and a release date of December 7th in our lap, which is pretty damn exciting because the first game, in my opinion, was largely spotless. The complaints I had were pretty minor. The DLC went in kind of a weird direction with some of the gameplay. Going out to a rural farm area with a parkour game was a little unusual, but it was still entertaining for the most part. But especially that first base game, Dying Light 1, that game was a masterpiece. So I'm really looking forward to this sequel, and I was really pumped to see this gameplay trailer drop.
The gameplay for one was amazing, but the story involved you doing awesome parkour moves from cinematic to cinematic, where control was taken away from you, so your character could make the worst decisions possible.
That's fair. And Dying Light 1's final boss, the base game's final boss, was a massive disappointment. So hopefully they've cleaned that direction up a little bit, and you don't end up with a great game climaxing in a wet fart like the first one did. But I still think the base gameplay was really solid. It was like a Mirror's Edge meets Dead Island kind of thing. And I think, honestly, in a lot of ways, it did its parkour thing better than even, Mirror's Edge did back in the day. So let's kick into the trailer here and find out what it is that we're in store for with Dying Light 2.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say zombies.
That's a smart bet. It's a safe bet.
Hey, everyone. We've been quiet for some time since, like the
I think they changed it around and they're now just mutated furries.
But the wait is over.
No, that's your wet dream last night.
That's his Tumblr page.
Of Dying Light 2.
Crunch.
The last slice of Dying Light 2 showcased the mission from the main storyline.
It's been a while. 2019 was the last good look at this game we got, so having some new stuff drop here now is obviously very welcome and very appreciated.
Yeah, it looks gorgeous.
Oh my god. My only concern with this game now is this system requirements, so what that's gonna look like.
Yeah, this might be a little hard on the old tower here.
On the graphics card that no one can buy new ones of.
Trying to unravel a tangled mystery from his past. Its trail leads him to the city, probably the last bastion of mankind in the world.
Things are going poorly.
Yeah, I think if I remember right, this is set like 15 some odd years after the first one, and shit's not better.
No, it's a lot worse, and I'm wondering how you still have this many fresh zombies strolling around a decade and a half, but hey, whatever.
Something, the same reason the army can't handle, an exclusively melee-based foe.
And although it's not entirely clear you can trust them, you need allies in the dark.
Which means you can't trust them.
And these are the modern Dark Ages. It's been 15 years since the apocalypse, and the world has changed. The old civilization has fallen.
The practice I got going through the Dark Zone in the original Division is going to be helpful.
People fight desperately for scarce resources. Rules are broken, and weakness is punished.
She's innocent.
3 factions struggle.
Great, the fascists are in charge.
Survivors pride themselves on being able to
hooray. So you've got basically the Walking Dead Hilltop Colony, so they suck. The fascists, who also suck.
And the sociopaths, who also
suck. So your choices are, what flavor of suck do you want to party up with? Hooray.
Strawberry. I'm gonna go with the choice one, the functional adults.
Yeah, at least they're not as psychotic.
That remains to be seen. Just remember, whoever built that is my hero.
Each faction contains complex characters. I don't think the Nazis or the Raiders contain complex characters.
Calculation or your heart.
The Bazaar needs good people. Help us and you'll find a home here.
Some in the city offer no chance for an alliance. Bandits, outlaws, and common thugs live only to plunder and kill, plunging the streets.
So then you've got just the werewolves running around, I guess, just professional dickheads who
Yet,
only fight you, so not even an allyable group of people, just douchebags.
So your typical Dark Zone player.
Can I talk about how there's still LED lights 15 years after the apocalypse?
Good question.
darkness changes the rules of the world.
Who's still out there
As
cranking
the
light
light
bulbs
fades,
out?
monsters
Whatever.
crawl out of hiding to prey on the poor
I'll be
souls
planning on staying inside
outside
at
the
nights.
safety of UV rays. Hordes of
That was a smart move in the first one.
streets like decaying lava. The deadly spawn of 15 years of mutation and evolution.
That'll never heal if you don't stop picking.
Oh, good witch.
Your only escape? Exploit the city's verticality.
I dated half of these. It's terrifying.
Top or the bottom half?
There, you are never safe from
same?
swift and deadly virals.
At once?
Both? I can shine this pretty bright.
Greater threat.
I swear, these are the zombies from the strain. I'm just waiting for little worms to start showing up.
Jeez, seriously.
Raise opportunity as well. Nests rife with infected during the day now lie empty.
Oh,
This is an interesting addition.
that is, and it means you have to go out at night. So they made their part of the day that sucks ass, and now you have
Face the terrors of the
things to do during that. Including get all of the cancer, apparently.
You remember
Yeah.
the hunters or whatever the hell they were that chased us around that night in the first game? We're gonna have to avoid those to get cancer.
Oh
That
my
doesn't
God.
sound fun.
Luckily, you have all
How are you running with 4 balls?
Can't feel any of them.
extraordinary
Parkour.
skills allow you to
Parkour.
navigate even the
Yeah,
most
he may have
treacherous terrain.
4, but 2 of them are tucked inside.
Can I get just a moratorium on hardcore parkour for the duration of us playing this game?
Parkour!
You know, I do want to point out a question I have. Who's painting all these yellow lines to show the parkour marks?
Fair.
But often,
I will say the first one did the parkour
and then you have to be smart
just seamlessly, though. I was
Oh, yeah,
always really
definitely.
impressed
Hi,
by
Steve.
how well it worked. But
and determined.
I never had any major problems getting where I was going or getting hung up or hitting weird clipping or glitching, or it just did it.
Making sure swinging
Ow.
a big meaty weapon is fun, satisfying, and well executed.
Swinging a big meaty weapon.
I do that every day.
It can be tactical as well.
He was disarmed.
Multiple ways to hone
I get it.
the gameplay style.
Get over here!
It's up to you if you focus mostly
Crunch.
on mobility and parkour.
Some brass knuckle weapons there? That could be interesting.
Combat.
Yeah, it looked like it was made out of
Crafty
bolts.
approach, where the tools you've created get the job done. Every
Ow.
ability you learn can be a game changer and possibly a new favorite move.
He's on
talk
fire!
Things move fast and quick in Dying Light.
From downtown.
Each moment matters.
He's
Each
heating
move
up.
Could mean triumph or defeat.
Wait, come back! We never did
Choose
it!
your actions and friends carefully. Everything you do in the city can reshape the gameplay environment.
Whoops,
change
that
the
looks
course of
expensive.
narrative, and decide the fate of the city's residents. But most
Oh,
importantly,
goddamn.
you decide your own fate as well.
You're about to turn.
Make sure to stay.
Oh,
Oh, that's interesting.
that's unfortunate.
I don't want to be a zombie.
It's kind of a given.
You chose poorly.
Oh, finally something good to play in December.
Boom, boom, boom.
well.
Eh.
I think this looks great. You know, the couple of minor things, you know, especially that last boss in the base game of the first one, maybe some of the dialogue can be a little hair bit better voice acted. There were a couple of, none of the main ones were too bad, but there were a few of the secondary characters in the first one where I really felt like they maybe got people off the street to voice the dialogue. It was very stilted and a little overacted.
Hey, you're on your lunch break. Can you come over and talk to us for a minute?
It was a little rough in points, so hopefully they clean that up. But the base gameplay fighting zombies was always crazy satisfying. The variety of weapons was always really interesting. There was a lot of different options there. The crafting system was pretty straightforward. It gave you options, it gave you flexibility. You had some different choices to make when you started fighting. You had a lot of different choices to make with your skill tree. The combat style you would get from someone who really focused on being, you know, a sort of hand-to-hand melee fighter versus someone who, you know, put a lot of emphasis in agility and being able to get the hell out of dodge and using ranged weapons. And I really liked the balance of the first game. So as long as they just improve on those systems moving into Stay Human here, I think we're going to be in a really good place in December.
Or people who figured out how to use the goo and snap everyone's necks.
Oh god, yeah, for real.
Greetings, fellow zombies.
Crunch.
Ooh.
I always liked that, just that running drop kick. Just dun, 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 dun. Dying Light 2 Stay Human drops on December 7th of this year, and you can bet your ass ICG is gonna be in there just balls deep.
All 4 balls deep.
All 4 of them, and like Nev said, 2 of them tucked away on the inside. Thanks for watching, everybody, and we will catch you next time.